Well, it is a mild night here in the southeastern part of the country, and it's time for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. You talk about this Falcon defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18.
And the tight end goes in motion left. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. left side by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go!
Throwing is McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
About a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll swing, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
70 Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Breaks a tackle. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Here's Stafford. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Stafford. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. 70 Timberwolf. Ready. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check go.
Stafford. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Ready.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Go.
Throwing is Stafford. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Cougar 19. Cadet. Ready.
Now Stafford. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stafford now to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco 80. Ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
To throw is Stafford. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brevin Jordan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. McCarthy operating from the gun. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To the air again, McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Set. Ready. Go.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hut, hut.
Here's Stafford. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chain.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready, ready. Here we go. Set. Hawk,
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This one into the hands of Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
Now they'll change things up.
Ready?
Stafford steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
He'll return it from the 6. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Sheen.
Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick, 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. To the air with McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to score.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Stafford. He completes it to Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though. Game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
To the air again, Stafford. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw is Stafford. Caught by Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready? Ready.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. But that is going nowhere. Only a yard up to the 2.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw from his end zone, McCarthy. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Fighting his way through contact. He's still on his feet. And all the way down to the 5. A big pickup of 38.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing here, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there.